Ooh, any introduction I want? What's up, everyone? My name is Peng Peng. I'm a former 2012 honorary Olympic team captain for Canada in the sport of gymnastics and UCLA gymnast, and now a pop artist. Get ready because it's about to get hot, hot, hot. Like Sriracha. I make it hot, hot, hot. I watch you drop, never stop. I feel like there's a lot of things I just never imagined I'd be doing. I mean, I did the Unfo Awards recently, and I was able to perform during that show, the awards show, and it was such a cool experience. I feel like I didn't realize how much of a hustle and grind it would be, but I think because of my gymnastics background, I'm like taking it on. I'm like taking the reins and just like riding the bull. But I'm having a lot of fun. I think mentally it's been really taxing in the sense of really changing over my athletic mindset. And I say that because in athletics, in gymnastics, like throughout the whole time I was growing up, they would tell you, you make everything happen. Like everything is in your control. You're 100% in control of everything, like the results, everything. And I feel like in entertainment, you're like in control of your little bubble and then you put it out there and then you're not in control at all. So it's definitely been interesting, like balancing the athletic mindset to now and learning myself as a pop artist. But I would say that it's been everything and more that I thought, and especially I'm learning to be proud of myself for like the little steps that have happened. I feel like I've been more comfortable in the studio. My hyperhidrosis was crazy. The first time I went in the room, like I was sweating. I didn't know what I was doing. People would be like, okay, ad lib. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, what do I do? And I remember, would always do a take. And then I look at the producer and be like, was that good? And it was just such a gymnastics thing to do. It was like, do your turn, look at the coach. Get feedback. And now I feel like I go into the room knowing exactly what I want to write. I'm like, I really want to write this type of song, or I have this vibe that I really want to go for. And I'm hearing this in my head, and I'm a lot more playful and a lot more confident in owning what I want in my music. And I feel like hopefully you can kind of see that as the evolution goes on. But I've been having also a lot of fun playing different characters and not being afraid of doing different tones, doing different grit in my voice and airiness, and just playing around to see what tone and what vibe goes with the writing. And I felt like I've pushed the boundaries in myself. You know, when you're a gymnast, I was very restricted. And even in NCAA, there were a lot of rules. So to me, it was like I had to stay within the rule book. And now it's been, when I first started writing, I'm like, can I say that? Can I swear? Like, can I do these things? And I'm like, but the song calls for it. Like, no, this is what it needs. And now when I'm in the studio, I'm fully going in like, let's just have fun. Let's just push the boundaries. Whatever comes out, like I have this vision, and I really want to just roll with it, play with it, and see what happens. There's a side of me you'll never met. Let me introduce you. Nice to meet you. It's the bad bitch me you've never seen before. I think I'll always embrace the gymnastics part of me. I think after I retired, I needed to step away for a little bit from gymnastics, and now I feel like being back in the community and doing like seeing all the gymnasts. And when I went on tour with Simone Biles recently, and just being in that community again, it kind of reminded myself that this will always forever be a family. And it's really awesome that the gymnastics community has supported me as well. And so I feel like it'll always be a part of me and a part of my title, because it influences a lot of my music as well. And a lot of the stories that have come from my music has come from when I was a gymnast and all the hurdles I had been through. And even now, like the athletic mindset comes out in me, and I write music where I feel like I want this to be like a walkout song, or like this is so good to work out in. And I just really want those athletes to feel like they have types of music to get themselves hyped up and feel confident. It was a mistake that I told my music video director that I used to be a gymnast. Now she wants me to partner flip with a camera underneath me. Of course, I acted all excited because there's 1,000 other artists and I need something that differentiates me. You're probably saying, oh, you're a gymnast, you'll be fine. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't shitting myself. We were so lost on how to do this flip, but of course we found a TikTok of 3 little girls doing this perfectly. Then I turned to my partners and I said, if those 3 little girls can do it, so can we. It took us a couple tries, but we're professionals. Of course we were gonna do it. And just like that, we stuck the landing. Perfect 10. I think at the very beginning, I was like, I have to stand out. I have to be different. I have to add the splits. And even sometimes in my, the way I dress, I'm like, should I bring in the gymnastics side? But I'm like, I don't want to put on a leotard. Like a leotard and what? I was wearing a leotard and bare feet. I'm like, that's a weird look for an artist, in my opinion. Maybe it could work in certain music videos, but like on stage, I'm like, I can't be barefoot. So it's interesting because sometimes I do feel like it could influence me in a sense, but I think now I'm kind of getting comfortable with just having that be a part of me and not my whole identity. And so creatively, again, gymnastics has a huge part. I'm trying to tie both worlds, and it's been an interesting challenge for me because I've never seen a gymnast pursue music, but I've never seen a gymnast artist. Like I've just never seen it. So it's been a fun thing to be able to create something new in a way.
Back at it again with the back bend. Turn heads and break necks, goddamn. Might turn your man to my boyfriend. She don't gotta try. You took a swing, I shake it. I'm clocking in, but you'll play it. Now feel the crowd like I'm raining.
I was going through an experience, and I was kind of being villainized in a situation where I just had no control. And I remember going to the studio and I really wanted like a clubby song. I wanted something that was going to be really high energy, and I just didn't have one of those songs in my catalog. And so I just remember going in, talking to the producers and songwriters, and I said, hey, like, I want the song to feel like I'm coming in hot. Like I want it to feel like I'm in your face. Again, I write songs that I wouldn't necessarily say in person, but these are like my true feelings that need to come out. Like my creative lane is to write music and to get all of my emotions out. And I'm a very like non-confrontational person in real life. Canadian fully to the heart. But I like music is in the studio is one of those things where I can fully express myself. So I had a lot of fun thinking, how, like, what can we write about? And I was thinking like, well, sriracha's a hot sauce. Like, and you know me, I'm Asian. I love food. So it was such a fun song to be able to write like about hot pots and like putting your meat on a skewer, like just kind of getting really in there and playing this character. And it turned out to be such a fun song. I was definitely like in my head about releasing it just because it was so different than what I had written before. But again, had such character to it. And I think it took a while to figure out the production, and exactly it wasn't hitting right when we had the demo. And I'm like, it's missing something. And we tried like 10 different choruses, like post B choruses and the music, and I was sitting on it for months. I'm like, what is it missing? And we couldn't figure it out. And I woke up one morning in like the winter, I was home in Canada, and I'm like, I'm like, what happens when you eat hot sauce? You're like, like, I'm like, it just needs that. So I recorded it in my parents' closet and I sent my producer a voice note, and he added in a song, and I'm like, it's perfect. I'm like, it's perfect. And I was so happy to release it after that. This is so bad. I really don't like spicy food at all. But it's the analogy of I'm coming in hot. And, I'm starting to like spicy food. I do like the numbing spice, which is kind of weird. I do not use sriracha, but it was such a fun word to say. And now every time I think of sriracha, I think of just, the song. So I just wanted something where it could tie my like Asian culture also into my music, because I am very proud to be Asian. I feel like growing up in Toronto, it was very diverse, and I think sharing culture is very important for me. And also learning about other people's culture is very important to me. I grew up doing that. So it was really fun to like even Google like, what is a Chinese hot sauce? And and just like learn what we could use in the song. And I'm like, oh, sriracha would be perfect.
Knocking me down. All of the words they say, I don't know how to get out of this. I might be loud, can't do it silently. Got a voice in me. Don't sleep till the curtain closes.
I love writing music for people to have a good time. The other things I'm releasing this year is a little more in my feels, so I'm excited to get to that, tap into that side of myself. The feel side is a little harder for me to articulate. I think that's always been a part of me. I hide things with humor and I hide things with high energy. So one of those songs, it's called Close the Door. I'm excited to release that one as well throughout this year. It's a little more R&B, a little more mellowed out, but again, it was one of those things that was so hard in the studio to get that out of me because I think I'm still very guarded, even though I am a very sensitive person. Getting it out publicly is a very hard thing for me, but I'm excited to release it and I'm excited to share that side of me.
Ready, set, action, call me the captain. Camera lights flashing, call me the captain.
Okay, you can follow me at Peng Peng C Lee on all platforms. Peng Peng Lee was taken, so I don't know who has that handle, but my last name is not Klee. It's Lee. So Peng Peng C Lee on every single platform. You can find my music, Spotify, Apple Music, all the platforms. Hey, my name is Peng Peng, and you've just been buzzed.